Everything that's going on with Russell Westbrook right now, I think somebody just has to speak up on his behalf. I think it is utterly ridiculous how his loyalty has been rewarded throughout this whole process. You gotta remember this. KD left. Before KD left, James Harden left due to money issues. Then PG 13, Paul George, playoff P, asked for a trade 1 year into his contract after signing a big contract. Russell Westbrook throwing a party with Nas and everything like that. Then, before that happened, Sam Presti tried to trade Paul George and Russell Westbrook to the Toronto Raptors when Paul George was saying he wasn't happy there. There's no loyalty in this business at all whatsoever. Everybody left the Oklahoma City Thunder. The original, the Ibaka, Westbrook, James Harden, Kevin Durant, all of them gone. Westbrook was the only guy that was willing to sign a mass contract with the guys, and they tried to trade him. They let all these players leave. Essentially, it just shows you there's no loyalty in this business. Some organizations just have no loyalty to their players, and it shows with the collective bargaining agreement. It shows with this Russell Westbrook case, and the fact that everybody's saying that, hey, Russell Westbrook is the cause of all this. I completely disagree with all that. Like, this guy has been nothing but a stand-up guy. You know what he is. You know how he plays. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He was the only guy that stayed amongst the ineptitude, amongst the cheapness, amongst players wanting out, requesting trades. Only guy, he never requested a trade. He just stood pat. He was like a firm believer of staying with the organization and doing what he had to do. And for this to be going on is awful. It's horrible. And the problems, like, to me, Westbrook was like the least of all the problems. I'm just keep it funky with you. One of the main problems is they had a cheap owner. He didn't want to keep James Harden, Ibaka. He didn't want to pay the luxury tax. Hey, there goes James Harden, one of your MVPs. Coaching staff, they had Scott Brooks and Billy Donovan. Scott Brooks wasn't that great of a coach, honestly speaking. Billy Donovan was a great college coach, but he hasn't really proven himself too much in the ranks besides that whole 3-1. It felt like, okay, they were going to get past it, but they blew a 3-1 lead. Part of that falls on the coach. You have other coaches that are available, way more experienced. You have Mark Jackson, Van Gundy. At one point, Steve Kerr was a guy that you guys could have interviewed. What the hell happened? Why didn't you get a good experienced coach that could actually coach Westbrook, actually coach Kevin Durant, coach these guys into cohesiveness, that could be the whisperer, so to speak? You get all these coaches that are inept. First of all, you're cheap. Don't want to bring in major players and good backups. But then you bring in coaches that aren't proven that can handle superstar players. And to me, all of that falls with Sam Presti. Sam Presti makes good moves in terms of drafting and stuff like that. But he has no backbone. Because if you look at it, you let Paul George out of his contract after 1 year. This man signed like a 4-year deal. You let him out after 1 year. How the hell you let him do that? Talking about we don't want to disgruntle a player. Well, if you feel like you're not going to win to begin with, expose him. Put all his business out there. Like, look, this guy, we're trying to keep him here. We want to have a cohesive team. We want to do what we have to do to win. Expose Paul George for the fraud that he is in terms of requesting a trade after 1 year. This is absolutely ridiculous. Like, even with the whole Kevin Durant situation, you could have came to KD and said, look, we want you to stay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to talk to Westbrook. We're going to work things out. We're going to hash it out. If Greg Popovich could go to wherever LaMarcus Aldridge was, because LaMarcus also requested a trade, he went to him directly and said, hey, what's going on? What can we do to fix our relationship? And LaMarcus actually stayed. What's the difference between Sam Presti doing the same thing? What's going on with you two guys? What's going on with the team? What is it that we need to do? We want to keep you here. We were 1 game away from going to the finals. We could do it again. What do we need to do? Bottom line is this. They all abandoned Westbrook. The players abandoned Westbrook. The ownership abandoned Westbrook. The GM abandoned Westbrook. The coaching staff abandoned Westbrook. Look, I'm not a big fan of his game either, but I wouldn't be opposed to saying, hey, let's triple doubles. Let's get this guy more involved. Let's coaching staff, hey, we're gonna run this play. Whatever happens, run this play. Like, these are some of the cues you could give him. He's not a natural born point guard. Coach him into being one. It's that simple. If you see him taking a matchup to personally, like the last playoffs with Dame Lillard, get him off Dame Lillard. Say, hey, we don't want this. This is what we want to focus on the game plan. To let all of these guys walk, to not make efforts, to just cave in to Paul George's request makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It's just like an organization run like a college campus, like a college team, and guys come in and out. You know, in college, just guys transfer, they go in and out, and you never see them again because they don't like the way things were done with the coach. This is the NBA, man. Just like, this is not a college organization. You know, to me, now there's three suitors for Westbrook: Miami, Houston, and the Lakers. To me, he has to go to. I know he wants to go to Miami. That's a mistake. He has to go to either Houston or the Lakers. Now, Lakers are a long shot because I don't know if they're willing to unload and give draft picks. But one of the key things that I know that Oklahoma City Thunder would be willing to do is trade Westbrook along with Adams. Lakers would like a big like Adams. That will go well with them. Houston, that's even better because, you know, they have the whole issue going on with CP3. But Houston, they could get rid of Capella and Gordon, bring in Westbrook and Adams. Now you have Westbrook, which you could run a three-headed guard system. You could put Westbrook at the 2, Harden at the 3 if you want, if whatever the case is, whatever you want to do. Get Westbrook and do something with CP3 and get some other pieces. But it's out of Houston and the Lakers. I feel like those two teams really can use his play. And here's the thing that I think that a lot of people are missing. Everything that's going on now is going to humble Westbrook. He's going to understand that he has to add to his game because it seems like nobody wants to play with him. When really, it's not that nobody wants to play with him. Nobody wants to talk to him. Nobody wants to go mano a mano. And nobody wants to be a man and stand up to his face and say, look, you need to cut this shit out. You need to stop doing this. This doesn't work for me. Nobody's willing to be real with Westbrook. That's just the problem. If Westbrook played with a player like Draymond Green, all of this would have been ironed out. You got to understand this. When Kendrick Perkins was there, and in the earlier years when they had a couple of veterans on the OKC team, you notice they went to the finals. They went to the Western Conference Finals. They almost went to the finals, you know, when they blew the 3-1 lead. When they had real people there that could speak to all these young guys and speak to Westbrook and give them some push and also some pushback and just be real with him, things was different. They still lost, but it just wasn't all on his shoulders. See, but now he's the main guy on the team. Everything's falling on his shoulders, but nobody wants to talk to him. They're scared to coach him. GMs are scared to own him. Sam Presti is willing to let guys out of their contract after 1 year instead of saying, look, let's work this out. Let's figure out what's going on. What's the problem? It's absolutely ridiculous. Everybody gave up on this guy. So to me, what this tells me he's going to give up on triple-doubles next year. And he's going to prioritize more on winning and improving his game, which starts with that jumper. Don't think he's not in the gym right now. Just don't think he's not in the gym right now. Something like this, if everybody abandoned me and basically told me, like, F you, basically, but behind my back couldn't tell me to my face, when I see you on that court, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. But I ain't going to do it how I used to do it. I'm going to do it in a way that's more productive. Because success is the best revenge. Hoops Junction, where hoops meets hoopla. Like, comment, subscribe.